conscience disapproves, the loudest applauses of the world are of little value. Let us tenderly and kindly cherish, therefore, the means of knowledge. Let us dare to read, think, speak, and write. In politics, the middle way is none at all. Virtue is not always amiable. Old minds are like old horses. You must exercise them if you wish to keep them in working order. Public business, my son, must always be done by somebody. It will be done by somebody or other. If wise men decline it, others will not. If honest men refuse it, others will not. The happiness of society is the end of government. Move or die is the language of our Maker in the constitution of our bodies. A constitution of government once changed from freedom can never be restored. Liberty, once lost, is lost forever. Ideology is the science of idiots. There are two ways to conquer and enslave a country. One is by the sword, the other is by debt. Let frugality and industry be our virtues. Fire our children with ambition to be useful. Children should be educated and instructed in the principles of freedom. Go on and improve in everything worthy. Tyranny can scarcely be practiced upon a virtuous and wise people. Always stand on principle even if you stand alone. I fear that in every elected office, members will obtain an influence by noise, not sense, by meanness, not greatness, by ignorance, not learning, by contracted hearts, not large souls. There must be decency and respect. Genius is sorrow's child. I read my eyes out and can't read half enough neither. The more one reads, the more one sees we have to read. Great is the guilt of an unnecessary war. Posterity, you will never know how much it cost the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make a good use of it. Power always thinks it has a great soul and vast views beyond the comprehension of the weak. Remember, democracy never lasts long. It soon wastes, exhausts, and murders itself. There never was a democracy yet that did not commit suicide. I must study politics and war that my sons may have liberty to study mathematics and philosophy. Facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictates of our passion, they cannot alter the state of facts and evidence. Those who trade liberty for security have neither. Friendship is one of the distinguishing glories of man. From this, I expect to receive the chief happiness of my future life. I must not write a word to you about politics, because you are a woman. I will rouse up my mind and fix my attention. I will stand collected within myself and think upon what I read and what I see. I will strive with all my soul to be something more than persons who have had less advantages than myself. Fear is the foundation of most governments. The true source of our suffering has been our timidity. We have been afraid to think. Defeat appears to me preferable to total inaction. Power always thinks that it is doing God's service when it is violating all His laws. Human passions unbridled by morality and religion would break the strongest cords of our Constitution as a whale goes through a net. Liberty, according to my metaphysics, is a self-determining power in an intellectual agent. It implies thought and choice and power. Property is surely a right of mankind as real as liberty. The essence of a free government consists in an effectual control of rivalries. To believe all men honest is folly. To believe none is something worse. Abuse of words has been the great instrument of sophistry and chicanery, of party, faction, and division of society. Every problem is an opportunity in disguise. The longer I live, the more I read, the more patiently I think, and the more anxiously I inquire, the less I seem to know. Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly. This is enough. The right of a nation to kill a tyrant in case of necessity can no more be doubted than to hang a robber or kill a flea. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. No man is entirely free from weakness and imperfection in this life. Because power corrupts, society's demands for moral authority and character increase as the importance of the position increases. There is danger from all men. The only maxim of a free government ought to be to trust no man living with power to endanger the public liberty. When people talk of the freedom of writing, speaking, or thinking, I cannot choose but laugh. No such thing ever existed. No such thing now exists, but I hope it will exist. But it must be hundreds of years after you and I shall write and speak no more. Liberty cannot be preserved without a general knowledge among the people. One useless man is a shame, 2 is a law firm, and 3 is a Congress. Power must never be trusted without a check. The smell of the midnight lamp is very unwholesome. Never defraud yourself of sleep, nor your walk. You will never be alone with a poet in your pocket. To be good and to do good is all we have to do.